Hello students, welcome to online classes. How are you all? I hope you are doing well and also learning through our online classes. Okay. Well, my dear students, in the last class we have seen our first chapter, that is matter around us. Okay. So just we will recall what we have learned in the previous class. Okay. See, what is matter? Matter is made up of many tiny particles, millions and millions of tiny particles. Okay, so our matter is made up of millions and millions of tiny particles, and it has some mass and also it occupies some space. Okay, what is matter? It occupies some space and it has certain mass. Now this is called as matter. Okay, now how it is made? Using millions and millions of tiny particles. So first let us recall it, then I will explain you what are the tiny particles, everything. Okay, now first of all we have seen what is matter, how it is made, and now we will see how many states are there in this matter, how many different types of states are there in the matter. So in previous class I already told you matter is of 4 types, but for 9th class level we will study only 3 types. Okay, now first type is solid, second type is liquid, third type is gaseous, and a fourth type is plasma. My dear children, I already told you at 9th class level we will only see 3 different states, that is solid, liquid and gas. These 3 states only we will study in this chapter. Okay, now so by using many millions and millions of tiny particles our matter is made. Okay, what are the tiny particles? Actually, you see, when you look at around yourself you will find liquid state, that is water. Okay, gaseous state, air. Okay, oxygen, nitrogen, many gases you will study. And the first and another type is solid. Okay, chair, this chalk, this sketch pen, everything is a matter. Okay, now what are the, tell me some few examples. Now we will see within a few, just we will see only a few examples of these three different states. First one is solid. See here, look at this, this is a sketch pen. Now we will start, this is a solid form of the matter. Okay, now look at around you, you will find water. Okay, now children, my dear children, look at that water, it is in liquid state. So your water is the best example of liquid state of matter. What about the third state, that is gaseous state? I am breathing, you are also breathing, we are breathing oxygen, so that means we are taking oxygen. That oxygen is in the form of gaseous state. Like this, we have seen 3 different states. What about the fourth state, that is plasma? Plasma is present state of matter is present in the stars, sun. Okay, in the middle of sun where high temperature and high pressure is present, there the fourth state, that is plasma, is present. Okay, now I think this is enough for you to recall what we have learned in the previous chapter. Still, if you want, you just go through my previous video, you will understand better. Okay, now we will see a property, that is compressibility. That is compressibility of these 3 states and diffusion. So these 2 properties we will see today, my dear children, so that we will enter into deeper. Okay. Hello children. So our topic today, our topic is compressibility. Okay, now compressibility. See here, what is compressibility? Large volume. Okay, large volume of the matter, that is gas, liquid, or solid, whatever it is, large volume of matter is compressed. Okay, the best example is large volume of gas is compressed into cylinders of small volume. Okay, large volume of gas is compressed into cylinders of small volume. Okay, this is called compressibility. The best example for compressibility is CNG. Okay, what is CNG? CNG means compressed natural gas. So by using an activity in our textbook, we are doing this experiment. Okay, now my dear children, see here I drawn a syringe. What is this? Syringe. So here you can observe some readings, 1 2 3 4 5, that is 50 ml, each one is 10 ml, the difference gap is. So we will see what really compressibility. Okay. Okay children, now we are seeing the property that is compressibility. So in order to do this, in order to know this property that is compressibility, we will study using a syringe. Okay, now take a syringe. Okay, look at your textbooks, at least you will know how syringe is. Okay, for a syringe, you know there is a nozzle, that is the upper part where the needle is placed, and the piston, and there is a piston to the syringe. On the syringe you will find some markings, that is some 10 ml, 20 ml, 30 ml. So 1 2 3 like that, I showed you in figure also. Okay, so like that in syringe. Now with this syringe, close the nozzle, that is upper part where the needle is placed. So close that nozzle. Okay, first of all pull out the piston. Okay, completely pull out the piston and try to close the nozzle. Now try to press the piston like this. Okay, in the inner word. What happens? To certain extent our piston will move into the syringe, but after certain height the piston will not move anymore. This is, we can say that air is compressed to certain extent. Okay, but what about air? What about liquid? What about solid? Okay, using the same syringe we will see the remaining two states also. Now using some, with the filled, when you pull the piston outwards, air is filled inside. Okay, with empty syringe. Now try to pull the same piston by closing the nozzle at the upper side. Try to pull the or press the syringe innerward. What happens? To certain extent our piston will move, but after certain height it will not move anymore. So that we can say to certain extent, or suppose to some extent, air is compressed. Okay, now my dear children, hope you all understood. Now take the same syringe, fill the syringe with water. You know how to use syringe better than me. Why? Because many times you may be, every one of you have definitely visited your hospitals. You have gone to hospitals, so you know how the syringe is. Okay, now take the syringe, fill it with water. Okay, fill it with water. How to fill the water in that syringe? You know, just okay, dip the syringe in the water, pull the piston backwards or outwards. So through the nozzle water will enter. Now again close the upper part. Okay, that is nothing but nozzle. See, assume this as a syringe. Nozzle, that is where the needle is placed here. Okay, I closed the nozzle like this and I am trying to pressing the syringe filled with water. Okay, when I am pressing the piston inside, it will not move. Okay, it will not move as like as air. Only certain extent, that is very minimum extent, it is compressed. Okay, now take the water out, observe the reading. Okay, now you have done the experiment. Now observe the reading up to which the piston is moved in. Okay, up to which the piston is moved. Now take this syringe. Okay, remove the water and now fill the syringe with just sand or small stones. Use some small stones and fill the syringe. Now again close the nozzle, try to press it. My dear children, try to press the syringe, piston of the syringe. What happens? It will not move anymore when compared to liquid and air. So overall we can say, my dear children, that solid, liquid, gaseous, out of these three states, air has, or gaseous state has, more compressibility than the solid and liquid. The best example how far this compressibility for the gas is having, you can see CNG cylinders in cars, okay, or else your LPG cylinders, all these are compressed with, okay, gases. That means our gas is having more compressibility compared to air and, sorry, liquid and solid. Now see, this is a solid form, okay, this is the solid form. Now try to press like this, apply pressure on both sides. How the pressure is applied? From the external side. Always the pressure applied is from the external side only. Okay, now from the external side I am pressing like this, I am applying pressure here. Is there any change? No. That means solid having less compressibility, okay, minimum, very minimum. Okay, what about liquid? Liquid is also having, try to pour the liquid on your hand and try to compress, can you? No. Again the same liquid, just take the water and pour the water on the, in the bottle, okay, only half of the bottle is filled. Now try to compress it. Are you really compressing the water? No, you are compressing the air in the bottle. Now using the same bottle, okay, using the same bottle, completely fill the bottle with water and try to press it. Now what happens? If you are applying maximum pressure, okay, if you are applying maximum pressure on the bottle, at certain instant, at certain pressure, your cap, bottle cap will come out and water will flow out of the nozzle. That means, my dear children, water is also, water that is liquid is also having minimum compressibility. Okay, what about it is negotiable? Okay, now see, observe, my dear children, what is this? A handkerchief. Is it a solid, gas, liquid? What is it? A solid state. Okay, solid state. I compressed it. Okay, observe this, I compressed it with one hand, I applied some external force and I compressed it. Is there any change in the shape? Yes, there is a change in the shape of this handkerchief. Okay, now you may get doubt that, sir, you told that gas is having more compressibility than solid and liquid. Okay, using some syringe also you told that gas is having compressibility. Now you took a handkerchief and telling that kerchief is compressed and the shape of this kerchief is changing. Then can you say that solid is also having compressibility? You told that solid is not having compressibility, but here again using kerchief you are telling that for solid there is a compressibility. What is this confusion, sir? You may get a doubt, my dear children. We will see clearly now.
See here, this is a solid. How the tiny particles in the solid? What are these tiny particles? Atoms. Okay. Again in the atoms you will have electrons, protons, neutrons. So actually these tiny particles are not visible to our naked eye. Only under the electron microscope you can observe these tiny particles, that is atoms. Okay. Now see how the atoms are in the solid, or else tiny particles for our convenience, very close to each other. That means here there is no space between the tiny particles. What about liquid? There is some space. See here, this is the distance between tiny particles. See, from one particle to another particle you have such small distance. Okay, see, like this small distance is there. Observe my pen, small distance. What about gas? See, distance between tiny particles, it is more compared to solids and liquids. In gaseous state, distance, this is the distance between the tiny particles, very large compared to solids and liquids. So I told you solid, that is a solid you cannot compress, but whenever the gap, whenever there is a gap present in the solid, you can compress it. The best example, see here, see here, this duster, observe this handkerchief, I am compressing it. That means here is the volume changing? No, only the shape is changing. It is compressed, it became very small. Okay, I am no more compressing it, I cannot compress anymore. See, now this kerchief is like this. Okay, I compressed it like this. What happens, my dear children? Volume doesn't change, only shape has changed. Okay, but it became very small, I cannot compress anymore. Why am I unable to compress anymore? Why am I unable to compress still more? Because the gaps present in the, see, the gaps present in the atoms is very less. Now there is no gap, that is why I am unable to compress still. Okay, when it is like this, there is a gaps in the atoms. When it is present like this, there is a gaps in the atoms. Now compress like this. Okay, still I cannot compress because gap is not present between the atoms or tiny particles. My dear children, whenever there is a gap, okay, see here, whenever there is a gap between tiny particles or any two particles, then there you can observe compressibility. If there is no gap, okay, completely it is filled like this, no gap, completely it is filled. Okay, completely it is filled with all the tiny particles like this. Can you compress it? No. Okay, previously I have shown you with the sketch pen also. I am not able to compress the sketch pen. Why? Because there is no gap between the tiny particles. Most likely in the solid you cannot observe any gap. Okay, only a 1% chance, that is like duster, handkerchiefs or some okay cloths, like this solid particle, like this type of solid particles, you can observe some gap. So because of that some small gap, you can compress solids even. But compressibility in solids is very minimum, and it is almost negotiable. Okay now, my dear children, what about liquids? There is small gap, that is why you can compress. What about gases? In the gases there is a much more gap. Okay, there is a large gap compared to solid and liquid. The gap present between tiny particles is more compared to solid and liquid. Okay, in the gases the gap present between tiny particles is more compared to solid and liquid. That is why you can compress the gas. Okay now, so the best example is our CNG. CNG means compressed natural gas. Okay, my dear children, I hope you all understood why the compressibility is happening and what is compressibility. So in 2 lines we will conclude our topic today, my dear children. What is compressibility? Large volume of gas, that is matter. Simply here I am using gas, but it is matter. Okay, large volume of gas is compressed into cylinders of small volume. That means compressibility is nothing but large volume is compressed into small volume. Okay, so this compressibility is more in gas. Okay, compressibility is high. Okay, compressibility is high, low and very low, or else you can say negligible. Okay now, my dear students, minimum, you should say minimum. Okay, intermediate, and it is high. that is maximum. My dear children, you know what is compressibility? In which state of matter the compressibility is high, and why the compressibility is happening? The compressibility is happening because of the space between the tiny particles. So if there is no space between the tiny particles, you cannot observe any compressibility. If there is a gap, you can observe the compressibility. Okay, in the compressibility is high in or maximum in gaseous state. What about in liquid state? It is intermediate. What about solid? It is minimum. Okay, this is about compressibility, my dear children. Okay, tomorrow, that means in the next session, we will go with diffusion. Okay, then we will study the remaining topics. Okay, thank you.